Okay, we are now on to In Rainbows. This album came out in 2007. It is 10 songs, 42 minutes. Is this the shortest Radiohead album so far? I think it is. I think this is the shortest one so far. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very excited about this one. In Rainbows is a very special album to me. I'm not going to spoil my thoughts on it, but yeah, I think this album is pretty great. I will spoil, there's no bad songs on this album. You're not going to see me, like I was on Hail to the Thief or Amnesiac, complaining about anything. I think this album is just great. And I've been so excited to talk about this one, especially after Amnesiac and Hail to the Thief both feeling like a little mixed. This one is one I've been waiting for to talk about, so yeah, I am just going to get straight into it. Track 1, 15 Step. Okay, instantly, what I will say is this song feels like what they were trying to do on Hail to the Thief, but done way, way better. It's blending the electronics with like this drum machine and a lot of the glitchy sounds with the actual like rock elements, but it's doing it way better than Hail to the Thief does because the effects don't sound dated at all, and I think the instrumental just works way better in general. And also, this is just, like, incredibly produced. The band actually self-produced this album because they couldn't get Nigel Godrich. So, the fact that it sounds this good is insane. I mean, come on. You compare this to Hail to the Thief and Amnesiac, it's like the level of quality is just so insane here. Oh my god, all of the effects sound incredible. The way, like, the instrumental is incorporated sounds great. Even the vocals, like, sound way, way better here. Like, a lot of the vocal performances on Amnesiac and Hail to the Thief I thought were, like, kind of weak, but here they sound incredible. And the bass on this song is incredible too. Listen, that song is the perfect open for this album. It's so bright, the instrumental is so unique. The vocals on this song go above anything on the previous two albums, and the writing too is like so surprisingly engaging here. I know I wasn't picking apart the lyrics a lot, but the writing is just so good. This song is about as perfect of an opener as you can get for this album. It's perfect. This song's a 10. Like, this album is just instantly setting itself apart from the previous two albums and instantly showing that it is going to be way higher quality than those two. And Honestly, I'm very excited to get into the rest of this album, so I am just going to move on. Track 2, Bodysnatchers.
I do not understand what it is. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm trapped in this body, can't get out.
Again, with what I said earlier about this album being like what they tried to do on Hail to the Thief but better, this is them trying to show that they are a great rock band, that they aren't just an entirely experimental electronic band. Like this song, this is like the rawest sounding song they've made since Pablo Honey. Just distorted guitars, very intense sounding drums, great sounding bass, no electronics incorporated, and a very raw, very great vocal performance. It's legit. They are doing what they were trying to do on Hail to the Thief, but just way better. You know, that line delivery always used to really bug me. I hated the way he delivered that line so much, but like, as I've listened to this song more and more, it's grown on me so much, and with how raw this song is, it just, having such an over-the-top delivery like that works so well. I love that line so much. The recording of this is so incredible. How is this self-produced? How? This sounds so good. The guitars, in particular, are just, especially with like the delay effects here, they work. They just sound so good. It is criminal that this is self-recorded, dude. This thing's packed with so many ideas as well, but unlike Hail to the Thief, the ideas are actually like given time to be fleshed out and they're incorporated way better. It doesn't feel rushed and it doesn't feel bloated. There's like no fat on here, dude. Again, that song I would argue is an even better example than 15 Step of what they were trying to do on Hail to the Thief done right. This song is stuffed with so many ideas, but each of them are actually given the proper time to be fleshed out. It doesn't overstay its welcome like a lot of the songs on Hail to the Thief does. It just gets straight to the point. There's no fat on it. It just delivers exactly what it needs to, and it's the perfect length, and it's so well produced. That song is another 10. Again, it's so crazy that they went from making Amnesiac and Hail to the Thief to then making this. It's such a crazy comeback as well. Especially considering the fact that they probably could have just stopped the band at that point because their album contract with EMI was done at that point and they had every reason to quit, but they didn't, and they made this. That is insane. I'm just going to move on. I don't want to talk about this song for too long. Next track, Nude. God, Tom York on this album is just giving his best singing ever, especially on this song where it's just so weird, but it's done in such a specific way that works so well in context of the song. It's incredible, dude. Oh, and the mixing too is so good. The bass is just so incredible. And just the subtle, really soft guitars that are panned across the different channels. Again, the writing on this album is just such a step up from what it was on the previous two albums. Like, this song is, like, definitely written a lot like Creep, you know? He's like, it's like the self-deprecation thing. He's like, now that you found it, it's gone. Now that you feel it, you don't. You've gone off the rails. Don't get any big ideas, they're not gonna happen. It is a lot of the similar themes that were done in Creep, but just done way better, I think. I think the writing here just goes above anything since maybe even OK Computer, honestly. Oh, the string arrangement as well. I keep forgetting that this song has a string arrangement, honestly. Johnny Greenwood is just incredible, dude. Like, his string arrangements are easily the best parts of any song they're in. Those choir vocals in the background, that sounds incredible. Oh my god, that song, oh my god, it's such a tone shift from the first two tracks. The first two songs were so bright and energetic, and then you have this sudden, very slow, moody, spacey song, tons of reverb, very subtle instrumental that just slowly builds into this crazy, just wall of noise at the end. I mean, wall of noise in the best way possible, by the way. This is maybe the best written song since OK Computer. This is the best sounding song since Kid A. This song's a 10, dude. Oh my god. Possibly best vocal performance since OK Computer as well. This song is just... This song's flawless. I can't pick apart anything I don't like about it. It's the perfect length. The production is incredible. It's flawless. This thing is flawless. I am just going to move on because, again, I could talk about this song for hours, and I don't want to be talking about it for too long. Okay, here we go. Next song, Weird Fishes. So, I didn't pause once throughout that song, and the reason for that is because that is my favorite song ever created, and I didn't want to pause and talk so to like distract myself from it. I wanted to just be in it so I could listen to the whole song and give like the best of a review afterwards as possible. That is, I don't think I've ever heard any song that even comes close to it, honestly. My opinion on this used to be, oh, it's so close between what my favorite Radiohead song is between this and How to Disappear Completely, and that's completely changed. This is hands down the best. It's their best written song. It's the best sounding song they've ever made. The amount of different ideas they incorporate in here is just insane. Everything just comes together perfectly. The way the drums progress throughout the song, the way the guitars get more and more intense as more different like guitar tracks are added on and effects are layered on, and the singing is just incredible. I don't even know what to say to this song. I remember last year there was a point where like my mental health got very, very bad. And I remember, because I listen to music before I sleep to sort of like, I guess, like wipe my mind clean, I guess. I listen to music before I sleep to sort of like calm myself down, wipe my mind clean, and then I sleep. And I remember this song came on, and it was after I had a rough day, and I was in tears for 2 hours after this song came on. And that was when I realized it was my favorite song of all time. That song is perfect. Every time I listen to it, I am more blown away by it than I was before. I have no words to describe how perfect this song is. It is a 10. It is the strongest 10 I will ever give out. It is legitimately... It's not just a flawless song, it just goes above anything I've ever heard. Okay? It is that good. So, if you ever wanted to know the answer to the question, what is my favorite song of all time, that is it right there. And it's not close. It's not like, oh, but in a close second, here's this song. No, this is number one by such a huge stretch. I am just going to move on, because I legitimately, when I say I could talk about this song for hours, I could talk about this song for literal hours, okay? I'm going to move on to the final song of part one, All I Need. I really love this intro. I like that it starts off with the really slow drums and then that, I think that's just a piano with some sort of like distortion effect added to it. It sounds great. This is a really strong intro. And I like that this one's starting off slower as well. Yeah, I think the thing that works best about this song is the fact that it like very, very slowly builds. I like that this one isn't just like, it starts off and it's like super energetic and in your face. This one is like very similar to Nude, where it starts off very slow, very stripped back, and then it just slowly builds and builds. It's definitely a much needed change of pace after a song that is just so jarring in the best way possible, like Weird Fishes. I think this coming after that song is like the perfect change of pace.
I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain. I am a mom who just wants to share your life.
You know, this song reminds me a lot of True Love Waits, honestly, with the writing here. He's like, in a similar way to True Love Waits, is like him, like, lamenting a lost relationship, sort of like desperately begging to be with someone. This song is kind of similar, except it seems more like it's not after the loss of a relationship. It seems like being desperately in love with someone who doesn't care for you, I guess. I think that's like a really interesting direction to take this, honestly.
I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain.
That's just a great ass finish to that song. Again, I love the way that it slowly builds as it progresses, the way it starts off so slow and so subtle, and then it has this insanely explosive outro. Sounds incredible. Again, very well written, reminds me a lot of True Love Waits, but just done in a different context, I guess, and everything about that song's basically flawless. Like, incredible instrumental, very good vocals. I have literally 0 complaints about that song. I would give that song another 10. Okay, that is going to do it for part 1. Stream, don't go anywhere, we're going to be filming part 2 in just a sec. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share it around, trying to hit 200 subs by the end of the year, or maybe I'm on 200 subs by the time this video comes out. Yeah, I don't know, I'm very close. Make sure to check out my gaming channel, make sure you go listen to this album if you haven't yet. And, yeah, I will see you all in part 2. Goodbye.